Good evening, YouTube. It's me, Hakaza the Final Brave, joined by the rest of the Otaku Clubhouse for yet another episode of the Otaku Clubhouse cast.
I could have sworn it was actually called the Otaku Clubhouse podcast, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, well, no redos. So what's going on today, fellas?
Felix, can you settle this argument that Hawkeiser and I were having the other day? Alright, so, on the tier list, right, at the bottom, what would you say is a cringe anime shirt?
Like my opinion? Or are you going to give me a choice?
Like the style. I was arguing that, like, at the lowest level of cringe is like, you know, like you have an anime shirt and it has like the logo of something. Like, you know, you see somebody and they've got like the Turtle Hermit little emblem on the pec, but it's like that's all, and that's just like a regular old orange shirt. That's fine.
Yeah.
But if it's like, if you have like the Turtle Hermit thing on the pec, and then you see on the back and it just says like Dragon Ball Z, like in big letters, like that's level 2 cringe, right?
I agree.
And then I think like the next level of cringe is whenever it is a character on it, like a very obvious character. Like, say, I don't know, it has fucking like Goku on the front of the fucking shirt or something.
No, hold on.
Disagreeing.
Is it just Goku? Like, is it he doing like a pose, or is it like fucking swagged out Muslim Goku with the fucking with the white clothing on and the fucking gold watch?
No, it's like we already talked about that, but I'll save that for after this. But no, it's just fucking like it's Goku. It's just Goku, and he's like maybe in like his fighting position or something, like he's getting ready to fight or something.
In my head, I'm thinking of Goku like on the Nimbus on like a white t-shirt, right? And I think that's not a higher level of cringe than level 2. I think that's equal.
I don't know. I think like if you put an anime character on the front of it, like I feel like logos are okay, but I feel as soon as you add in like the character, like I don't know, doing a special thing or something, then it instantly becomes the next level of cringe.
All right, here's the caveat. It becomes more cringy the less popular the character is. If it's Goku, it's fine. If it's fucking Naruto, it's fine. If it's fucking... if it's like, I don't know, Kanata, then that's cringe, okay?
I don't know, bro. I think
that is cringe. Like,
I think there.
If you had a Legosi shirt on, you are cringe.
But that's different.
That's not different. It's the same concept.
Furs get gas.
It's the same concept.
I don't know, bro. I think it's different. I think that
if you had a fucking Baki shirt on, the nigga got his shirt off, he just flexing, that is cringe. But if you had a Goku shirt on, that's fine. No, context does not matter.
No. Listen. Broly shirts are all the rage with like gym.
Broly is super popular. You're literally.
Yeah, but
the less popular, the less known the character
in your area.
No.
Just in general.
Yeah, in general.
So if a nigga was running around with a fucking Pikachu shirt on, that's not cringe.
No, of course not. That's not cringe. Bro. That is normal. You got a Pikachu.
Okay, but hang on. Okay, so I actually wanted to I think fucking it goes like this, right? So if it's like a logo or something, or like I don't know, whatever. Like you have a shirt and it's like it has the Dragon Ball on the front, that's low level cringe. Or if you like have it and it has like the Millennium Puzzle outlined on the front, that's a low level cringe, right? I think level 2 is when it has like the name of the show or something, like just the logo name of the show like right there, right? I think that the highest level cringe, the highest you can get, are anytime that you see somebody and they got like the fucking shirt where it's like the character, but they're dressed like a fucking thug.
Yeah, no.
I think no. I think that you are forgetting the fucking secret depths of hell level, dude. Where it's like a cosplay of the character, like you wear a fucking.
That's not
like if you have no. If like you have like a Turtle Hermit gi top on, like that's recreated to look like Goku's. Nah, that's you gotta go, bro.
What do you? That's
or if
just
you wearing a
cosplay.
fucking. No, I mean like if you wearing it in your everyday life.
Why would you be wearing that in your everyday life?
Because there's subhumans out there, dude. Who
I
would be
don't
Okay,
know.
but
fine with
hang on.
that?
Okay, but hang on. Like, what if you have like Edward Elric's jacket, but it's made into a hoodie?
That's. I think that's fine. I
No.
think that's subtle. I think only people in on it will get it, and that if you
Yeah,
don't
that
know
was
what it
my
is,
thing.
like, it's kind of like how some people turn the Naruto Shippuden coat into like an actual coat, and it's very subtle. And if you don't know it's from Naruto, you wouldn't be like, "Oh, that's weird," right?
I also, well, that as far as that, I just think that the colors and stuff are bad. I think the colors and stuff are bad for
Orange and black, no.
like you stand out and you don't and you look ridiculous.
I mean, that's fashion.
But yeah, but no, I was just wondering this because I was thinking like, what would be? Because Hawk, what was the point you were making yesterday?
We were all, kids in the early 2000s. Do you remember that trend of mall T-shirts that had like the Looney Tunes, but they got the fucking sagging pants and the fucking
Bro, I
chains
used to
on?
have that. I used to have one of Bugs, bro. Bugs with the rings.
Cringe. That's awful.
But I think that can extend to the hoodies and shit that are like the characters' T-shirts because it's like if you
Disagree.
aren't really a fan of it, and you just wearing it because it's popular to wear something like that. I find that to be just as cringe as somebody wearing like a fucking a Hey Joe shirt, you know? Because it's like you're just doing it for clout.
See,
I can't
that's the
agree.
thing though. When I'm talking about cringe, I'm talking about it from like a societal standpoint. I'm not talking about my personal cringe.
Yeah, I get it. I get that. Uh,
Because like if it was from just my personal standpoint, I really don't normally care as long as it's not like I showed you like some motherfucker walking around with like the dark magician girl on their shirt or something, like some grown ass man with a dark
well, that's
magician girl shirt
cringe.
on.
I mean, I
Like
think
I
it's I
think
think it's the fact that it's a sexy girl. Like if you go around, if you have like Vegeta, Saiyan armor Vegeta with his arms folded on your shirt, like okay, that's all right. That's not that's not high cringe. That's like low cringe. That's like low to mid cringe. But if you're going around with fucking Bulma pulling her fucking shirt up in front of Master Roshi, then that's extreme cringe. And it's like the same concept as a character from an anime on a shirt, but the character is completely different. So it really
I
depends.
okay,
I
hang on.
think that this cannot exist in a void. I think that or not a void, a vacuum. I believe that you also have to take into account the person who's wearing the shirt because
No,
I really do think that you can get away with more stuff if you're not like a fucking autist with a fucking greasy ponytail
no,
and bad acne. You know, if a regular guy like us is to walk
no,
around with like a fucking Black Clover shirt, you got
no.
like
I
Yami,
think
you got,
actually no. If you want
I
to say
think
that, then I'll go on the racist slam and saying black people wearing anime T-shirts, they got less room to wiggle than a white
I think
person.
no. Depends on where the black person is.
No, it
Black
doesn't.
no. Listen. If a
No,
black person is
we're
around
not talking about our personal. We're
whitoids,
not
no,
talking about our
that's what I'm
personal
talking
cringe.
about.
We're
That's what
talking
I'm
about.
saying. That's what I'm saying. Like when all right, if black people are around other black people wearing like anime shit, like I mean like hood niggas, right?
I'm
If
not
you
talking
around hood
about that.
niggas,
I'm
it's
talking about
over.
it's just if a black person went to a mall, it had like, let's say it's like the least racist mall in America, and it had an equal representation of all the major races, right? You got a black person in
What is this
there.
mythical
You
mall?
got a black person in there wearing a fucking jacked Asta shirt with the when he's got the sword pose, right? And you got like some Asian dude wearing the same shirt. I think the black dude is gonna look weirder in societal terms, not in their personal terms, but in societal terms. It's like, what the fuck is that? Because most people aren't even gonna recognize it. What the fuck is that? But whereas like the Asian dude is just like, yeah, he's Asian. He probably knows what this anime is, and this is a dumb argument.
And
I
then
don't like it.
are you ready for the next true level of cringe
No,
anime shirt?
no.
The silk blue
The
Goku shit,
Ahego sweater.
No, I was
bro. That's
actually well.
somebody at
That
my
kind of
job who
covers
wears
that
that
too.
shit,
But
dude. That
I
shit's
was
gay,
actually
dog.
I was actually gonna mention the meme anime shirt.
Oh yeah, like
has
if
a
somebody has
meme
an
from
over
the anime.
9,000 or like just some inside joke from the anime.
And it's even worse. It's even more escalated when it is just a fucking frame from the anime. Like, not even fucking properly cropped. Like, Hawk posted the fucking Char, I came to laugh at you shirt. Like, this shit didn't even look like it was properly cropped onto the shirt.
Now I'm just imagining like a shirt that has like a black border and it has like Meliodas in there holding the little baby and like there's text underneath, "Don't touch my woman."
What? Where did I see? I saw somebody post that on Twitter the other day, and I was just like, "Oh God, please stop bringing this up, y'all." They're going into another series too, by the way.
Don't care.
Nobody cares.
Don't fucking
Nobody
care.
gives a single fuck. Fuck Seven Deadly Sins and fuck anyone who still likes it.
It's going into another series.
Don't fucking care.
It's that popular.
Don't fucking care. Don't fucking care. Oh, I swear to God, I would swing on somebody who said Seven Deadly Sins is one of their favorite shonen.
I would understand if like it took up the place of Magi. You guys remember Magi?
No.
I was a big fan of Magi. I thought Magi was actually really, really good. It had Sinbad in it, who's probably one of the most like overpowered and popular characters at the time. He's the new Kakashi, which I'm sure everybody's gonna be saying when the new all the new anime that Crunchyroll announced are coming out.
What?
Did you guys actually get a chance to read through some of that shit? Some of it's pretty fucking interesting.
Which one of these shows has a new Kakashi in it?
It's gonna be Nobunaga and Yasuke.
Ugh. You can't say Nobunaga is the new Kakashi. He's the original Kakashi, and he's the original Hashirama.
Every time I think about Nobunaga now, I think about what you guys have been telling me of your Neo playthrough.
Yeah.
Where they just kind of stroke that man Nobunaga off at every given chance they possibly can.
Every piece of Japanese.
I heard older Nobunaga had a 6-pack. Nah, bro, he was an 8-pack, man. He's completely fucking shredded.
Bro, 8 dudes tried to jump Nobunaga, right? And they all jumped him at the same time. And they started punching him, right? They was beating his ass, but it turned out that was just a tree. And Nobunaga was just sitting there sipping tea, like next to him. And they're like, what happened? And Nobunaga said, secretly deep in your minds, you did not want to hit me. They're like, shit, you're right.
Yo, I heard that Oda Nobunaga, he beat Michael Jordan in a one-on-one game with a hand tied behind his back while not even using an inflated ball.
Nah, Jordan was holding back. Nah, he just told people he was holding back because he got respect for Nobunaga. Shit.
But yeah, the new Yasuke anime, is this the one that they had mentioned before, Felix? You happen to remember? There was going to be a Yasuke anime mentioned like years ago, and I think that this is it. I think this is them actually getting money together now that Netflix has enough money to just spend on anything in the fucking world, I guess.
I don't remember that. I honestly don't remember the mummerings of a Yasuke anime. But I do know we've always been saying that, why don't more people tell this story? And also, I know that he's going to be a character of much, even though he's based on history, like this historically happened, there's going to be certain crowds who are going to be like, well, why doesn't he act black?
No, there were already people who were getting upset. They were like, this isn't a proper telling of history. And it's like, have you ever seen anything with Nobunaga in it? It's never a proper telling of history. That man is the most contentious fucking figure in Japanese history. Like, some people think, oh man, Nobunaga, he was a hero, truly ambitious. And then other people like, yeah, that man was the literal demon king.
The only thing they can all agree on is that he won. He fucking won.
I mean, they also agree that he had like unchecked ambition. Like he really did seek out to fucking conquer all of Japan,
and
united
he
under
did
one
it.
flag.
He fucking did it.
It eventually happened. It wasn't due to Nobunaga.
If you listen
to Sengoku Basara, it was due to Ieyasu.
Shut up. Fuck off, Ieyasu fans. Inuyasha.
Yeah, let's not get into Inuyasha. We can save that for complaining about fucking Yashahime at one point. No, wait, we already did. Hey, check out our video on the Sink or Swim of Yashahime.
Level 2
anyway.
cringe.
Is advertising cringe? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is inherently.
Not as bad as the fucking cringe going on with fucking Stadia.
Oh yeah.
Because it's like as soon as you said cringe, my fucking mind went to what's his name, Alex Hutchinson. The motherfucker was like, the real truth is streamers should be paying the developers and publishers of the games that they stream. It's like buying a license. Fucking.
This is why I say y'all niggas should really start gatekeeping. Y'all should really stop
demonizing gatekeeping.
Bro.
This has nothing to do with what?
This
Bro,
is a fucking
listen. Okay, y'all listening? Y'all got your ears open? Wax out?
Did you use the wrong word? We won't laugh at you.
I'm standing by this. I'm standing by it. I think that it's all connected. You gatekeep your fan bases. You gatekeep your hobbies. So niggas like this can't weasel
This
their
is a
way
50-something-year-old Google exec. How can you gatekeep him? He was already there before you were even born.
Yeah, motherfucker, he owns the gate you're trying to keep.
You dumb. You stupid, dog.
Bro, hold on. You ain't gonna disrespect me like this on national TV, bro.
Look.
Keep acting like you can't get fucked up.
Look, point is that this motherfucker doesn't know what he's talking about. He's an old ass fucking boomer, and he was just like, yeah, guys, you should, all these streamers, they should be paying us. And it's like, dude, you realize that you're talking about this from atop the massive dirt pile that is the Google Stadia at this point, right?
Hey, what's the Google Stadia?
It's the thing that the Amazon Luna, I think it was called, is going to probably kill off in like about a year. It's fucking pitiful. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about how stupid that motherfucker
what actually
was.
is it? Because when you realize what it actually is, then this take becomes even stupider.
It's a fucking game streaming service.
It's a game streaming service that they marketed as, you can watch a game being streamed and then you can play it. Whoa. Oh, no, they should be paying us, really.
Not just considering the fact that when it comes to this, you're also buying a license. You're not buying the game. That's right. What they don't really tell you about the fucking Google Stadia, is that you're buying a license to the game. Yeah. You're not buying the game itself. So it's like, if you want to stream this game, you should buy a license and then buy a license to stream.
Stupid.
Fucking get your fucking hands out of people's pockets, you fucking rich fuck. Like, dude, get some fucking help.
The one thing I'm grateful for is that seemingly nobody agreed with this except, probably his sycophants and our coworkers over at Google. Like, even the dumbest blue check marks on Twitter were calling this out as a dumb take. So,
yeah,
there is some hope left in man after all.
Very little. Because very, very fucking little.
That's a low bar, I admit.
I actually bounced off of it, but let's bounce back on some of these animes. There are Baki Hanma, which I think Felix actually brought up Baki a little bit earlier. So, the Baki Hanma anime, as well as a new Godzilla anime, which seems to be being done by the same people who did SSS. How many S's is it?
Quadruple S, Great Man.
Oh,
yes. Yeah, and you can tell from the art style, it is very much them. It looks very Bones, where everybody kind of has that weird, like, wide mouth, tiny eye thing that they had in, like, later parts of Eureka 7 and in Eureka 7 Owl. There's a new Pacific Rim anime.
Huh? I didn't see. Well, to be honest, I didn't really look at it.
Yes, we know. You don't read any of my hard work.
Pacific Rim should have always been an anime.
I disagree.
Okay.
I think that it could have definitely had an anime spinoff, but I think that the first movie was Kino, and the fucking second movie with that bitch ass nigga John Boyega should have never fucking happened.
I think the first movie was. I'm not gonna say it was a bad movie. I'm not gonna say I didn't enjoy it, but I think the first movie was kind of cringe. Why are Americans using terms like fucking kaiju and why are they getting in super robots? It's kind of like the American remake of Speed Racer. It's just like a little weebish.
No,
It's very weebish. It is extremely weebish.
I mean, it was very clearly a fucking fan fiction because it was fucking it's just this super cool, awesome Chet Brody, and he just finds Mako, and then he
girl.
bangs the shit out of
and
Mako.
They're perfectly in sync, and
He has the black leader who is nonsense, and he's a black leader, and his name is
so cool, and he gotta sacrifice himself.
Y'all's favorite movies fucking suck, dude. I don't know why y'all.
We're not even complaining about the movie. We're just saying that.
Yes, y'all are.
I'm not complaining about the movie. I'm complaining, and I will always complain about this. Like, you couldn't fucking make the main character a character. Did he have to just be another fucking Chet Brody?
I think the main character should have just been the girl. Like,
it should have straight up just been Mako. That'd be infinitely more interesting.
Yes, it should have. The whole the fact that it was focused on her, the whole backstory was focused on her.
And it was one of the best scenes of the movie. This fucking little girl running through a fucking destroyed city as a giant monster chases her. But no, we have to make it so that everybody in the crowd, the demographic, are 18 to 35-year-old white men, straight white guys, can identify with it.
Bro, you sound like a straight up bitch right now, dog. Y'all niggas got no taste.
That's literally what it was, because they went to marketing and they were like, at one point they're like, who we need a character, we need a main character.
Okay, so who was the second movie for?
Who's the second?
Who was the second movie for? Huh?
It was for
nobody.
It
was for nobody.
It was for
nobody.
Normies liked it. Normal people like.
And who's fucking sitting here defending the second movie? I'm talking about
the first movie.
Why are you getting Why are you trying to get defensive on the second when nobody's talking about it? We're talking about the problem.
Because every time we bring up Pacific Rim, y'all niggas go into this shit, and it makes me very
upset. Because the main character was bad.
That's what we honestly feel.
Maybe y'all should have some feelings that are better. Okay, y'all should stop having these lame.
Okay, then why is it that? Okay, then why is it that we can fucking? I have not watched Pacific Rim in well over fucking 10 years now.
Right.
Why do I remember Mako's name? Why can't I remember fucking Chet's name?
Because you didn't pay attention.
No, because I fucking watched the fucking movie.
I paid attention.
I watched the movie, and fucking Mako's character was like, this is kind of interesting. Oh, her backstory, pretty interesting. Oh, this is a really cool scene. Because you fucking watched that movie like every other fucking day. You watch it every year
or something like that.
It's literally, you were just talking about it being your favorite movies. Of course you can remember I'm literally trying to remember his name right now, and
Riley Beckett.
Whatever.
What the fuck?
Of course you remember fucking Riley Beckett's
name. Thundercock.
That's why I fucking call him Chet Brody, because he might as well just be Cole McGrath.
No, Cole McGrath was a bitch though.
No, he wasn't.
Infamous is lame, dog.
No, it's not.
Don't at me. Infamous is fucking corny. I never liked Infamous. Prototype was always cooler, dude.
What's dude's name? What was dude from Prototype's name? Fucking
Alex Mercer.
That's just as bad as Chet Brody or Riley Beckett.
Hold on. All right, now you definitely overstepping the boundary because Alex Mercer is the most. He was a real character.
I'm talking about his name. I'm talking about his name.
In the first game, he was a character. Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't a character.
The name Alex Mercer is 13-year-old Batman character.
Alex Mercer.
Huh? That's just...
It's so fucking like action movie character name.
What are you talking about?
Because it's corny. It's corny.
Yeah.
Bro,
who are y'all, bro? Alex.
Who are you, dog?
Guys, did you see my action movie character? His name is John Explosion.
His name is Cole McGrath. Now show them your McGrath.
So, what kind of names do y'all like, bro? I don't understand this shit, dog.
My favorite character's name is Coal Black.
Should it be a fucking character name?
Coal Black Noir.
Fucking Veronica Nightingale or some bullshit. Is that what y'all niggas want? Like Alex Mercer's just a regular nigga. That's just a regular name.
No, it's not. That's not
Mercer
a regular
is
name.
not a normal name.
That's a fucking action movie name.
Mercer is not a fucking normal fucking last name.
What are you talking about?
Okay.
Cole McGrath is more of a fucking real name than fucking Alex Mercer. It's the fucking action movie cliche of having an X or a Z in a character's name in order to make them seem badass and from the 90s.
Well, I'm badass and from the 90s.
Shut the fuck up. I really, nerd. I fucking hate you. I
really think y'all niggas watch too much of that little writing nigga on YouTube, bro. I really do. I
Which
think y'all
like
minds are tainted. The fucking too. One who does all of the fucking he does little fucking donut people on the thing.
You talking about
terrible writing advice.
I can't stand that nigga, dog.
No.
At least there wasn't a love triangle in the original Pacific Rim.
No, you're right.
It was a good movie. One of the best movies.
Nobody ever said it was a bad movie. We're getting off time.
I'm not saying the movie was bad. I just don't like the main character. I think he actively takes away from it.
That's because you a bitch, man.
I literally, it probably would be one of my more favorites if Mako was just the main character.
Shut up.
Y'all would have been an interesting main character, something that they don't use much.
Let's talk about something that's not
Pacific Rim the Black. After being announced in 2018, the animated visuals, blah 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 blah. It's gonna be a movie based on the Pacific Rim. It seems like possibly the comics that were running for a while.
Interesting.
So that's kind of interesting. It also seems to be taking place in Australia. From what it says here. There's also going to be a new Resident Evil movie. Everybody.
The CG models look pretty good.
Is this another Leon movie?
Yes, it's another Leon
I'm drinking
movie.
Bleach, dog. Fuck Leon, dude.
What do you think? Chris gets all the games. Leon just gets all the fucking...
What games does Chris get?
Chris is Resident Evil 1. Chris is main character. Resident Evil.
To share a game with him in 6.
Resident Evil 5, Chris is a main character. Resident Evil 6, Chris is a main character. Resident Evil 7, Chris is an important character. Resident Evil 8, Chris is also an important character.
You said Resident Evil 7, he was an important character.
Yes. Redfield.
Chris was a bitch in 7. That wasn't Chris. That was like
that was
clone
Chris.
Or something, bro. That was not Chris, dog. When I think of Chris Redfield, I think of a true American hero.
See, we're gonna get into another tangent about how Chris looks different in every game. All the characters look different in every game. Capcom characters look different in every game.
Well, apparently they agree with me because he looks more like Chris in the new game.
But he doesn't look like...
in fucking 7.
We just played Resident Evil 5. We're playing Resident Evil 5. It's a playthrough on our channel. Go watch it out. Cringe. But
yeah, Chris they also have a really good editor behind
doesn't look the same. Chris in Resident Evil 5 doesn't look the same as Chris in Resident Evil 1. Doesn't look the same as Chris in Resident Evil 7.
I'm gonna stop you.
He does not.
Chris in Resident Evil 5 does look like he does in Remake. The face is similar. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We've gone over this. Him and Jill both have similar faces from Remake, dog.
In the video when we're talking about this.
Y'all don't know what you're talking about, bro. I think I might.
We've gone over this like 7 different times off podcast, and we always come to the conclusion, well, at least me and Akuma come to the conclusion that the characters change over time and there's no set look for them. It's especially with Jill, right? Because Jill has the most appearances of any Resident Evil character, and she looks different, vastly different.
She like probably the only times that I can really think, like, if you ask me, like, as somebody who isn't a huge Resident Evil fan, what Jill's most, like, the Jill that I think of, it's either police hat Jill or 3DS fucking skin tight booty Jill.
Yeah, and I think of the fucking thought Jill from RE3 or Jill from RE5.
Like, those are what I think of when I immediately think of Jill.
So yes.
Tenku Tenku Shinpa. This is something that I have been reading for a while. I think I actually recommended this to Hawk years ago and he probably dropped it. It was about like people walking on suspension bridges in skyscrapers and there were these masked people walking around trying to kill them. So this is going to be trash. I'm going to get this right out of the way. This is going to be trash. And I feel sad because I know that this is the trash that I hide in the corner and actually enjoy reading. Tenku Shinpan is bad. But I enjoy it because it's that kind of bad that appeals to me because of how wacky some of the characters are in it specifically. There's a lot of fucking silly, stupid shit going on in there and I enjoy it. I don't know if you guys...
Wait, is this the one where they move between like skyscrapers and there's a different person trying to kill them in each one?
Yes.
I read this many years ago, probably when it first started.
The original manga ended, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
But they started a sequel manga recently. I haven't read any of the sequel, and I actually haven't finished the original manga. But yeah, it's not good. It just I enjoy it.
At the point I left it off, I couldn't determine if it was good or not, but I could easily see how it could turn to trash. So yeah,
it gets fucking stupid. It becomes a lot of very anime super powered bullshit.
Yeah,
like characters literally start being able to dodge bullets and shit. But there's also Kishibe Rohan, which that had been announced a while ago, right?
Yeah, it's another OVA featuring Nadaraki.
Let's see what else. Way of the House Husband. That has been gaining. It's been gaining a lot more traction. Like people have been picking stuff up from it, and they're just like, "Oh, this is actually kind of nice. This is actually kind of funny." And I think it had a live action not too long ago too. I'd have to look into that, but yeah, Way of the House Husband. Keep an eye out on that. There's also, I honestly don't know about this. It's called, Therese. It's an anime based on Manila in the Philippines. Manila. It's a city in the Philippines. I don't know, like, hardly anything about this, but I saw, like, tons of people from the Philippines and Filipino people replying to it, and they were really happy about this. Apparently, this is a big thing for them. Like, this is one of those series that they really, really like. So, it's also, apparently, they like it because they're like, oh, it's actually by a person who lives in the Philippines. We don't fucking see that too often. It's usually badly depicted by Americans who think that Magellan was the best person in the universe, even though he was a prick.
So, do you guys remember, a quick aside, do you remember that Filipino anime/animated movie that was like Proto Beastars? If you don't remember, I might have to show you later, but it's just like, it was a original Filipino animation where like there was like a deer woman, like they were all furries, right? There was like a deer woman that was like cheating on her husband and shit. It was weird, yeah. And they were speaking like half English, half Tagalog. That shit was weird. What? No. I showed you guys this before. You just don't remember it. You probably blocked it out of your memories. But
you should.
That was a quick aside.
If you can find that, drop that, and I'll like put up an image of it or something so that other people can see it. Because I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I'm actually very confused. There's also that new Transformers War for Cybertron trilogy, which that's just.
I've been watching that. I actually just watched the first chapter or the first season of that 2 days ago. It's bad. Well, I wouldn't say it.
Because you're more of the Transformers guy than anybody else that I know.
I just don't really like it.
I'm tired of...
Then again, I think that I don't really like Transformers that much. I think I liked an era of Transformers that is long gone and will never return. I was someone who liked Transformers from Beast Wars up until animated. That's when I stopped liking Transformers.
You know why?
It's because it was different. It was based more on like the Braves and like old Super Robot shows.
Yeah, they were original stories, but you know why every other Transformers thing is trash? It's because they're all rehashes. They're all rehashes of the original fucking movie of the fucking we gotta fight over Cybertron because they did that shit. They always go back to fucking Cybertron and they always do the same fucking story. And I'm sick of that shit. It was in the games. It was in multiple games. It's been in multiple movies now. It's been in multiple comics. We don't give a fuck about Cybertron. We don't give a fuck about where the fucking Transformers are from. We like them because they're fucking Transformers. It's like a fucking fire truck that turns into a robot. You can't see that shit on Earth. That shit's surprising. But you just see a fucking giant robot fighting another giant robot on a planet that's a giant robot. That shit gets old, dog.
I don't think. Well, they're not giant robots on their planet.
They are giant robots.
No, they're not giant on their planet. They're just normal sized on their planet.
That's like saying we're normal sized on our planet. They are giant.
Anyway, what I was about to say is that I don't think it's a bad show. I think that it's a show made for people who really like Generation 1 Transformers. I don't think the fights are very good. I think it really makes the Transformers look really weak because they get killed in like one shot. Like,
that's the original movie, the 1980 movie.
It's not for me. I will probably keep watching it just because it's not like bad. It's just not. I don't get excited when I'm watching it.
And what's the last one? Is it Godzilla?
Yeah, there was Godzilla. Like I said, there's not really too much to talk about on that. Like, there's tons of other things. Like, there's this one called Spriggan's, Rilakuma's Theme Park Adventure, Theremin, Romain, Nove, and what's this one? Vampire in the Garden. Which, those are a bunch of other things, but those were the ones that, like, caught my eye immediately. And when I heard it, I was like, damn, those are actually some pretty good stuff. The number one thing that I'm looking forward to seeing is how they play off this Yasuke thing. Like, I'm pretty interested in it. One of the things I noticed about Yasuke is the fact that, oh man, they actually, and this is going to sound dumb, but they got his hands right. And Felix knows what I mean when I say that, right?
You've brought this up on podcasts before, so when black people are drawn by non-black people, they might draw their hands all the same color, right? And it sounds racist. I know you've seen minstrel shows and you see in blackface, but this is actually a thing. The top of our hands is a different color from the palms of our hands, and that's normal. That's not racist. Hello? Yes, that's not racist. Fucking analyzers on YouTube. Get the fuck out of here.
I love the fact that you had to, like, explain that to them. Like, you had to explain
I know you've only seen black people on TV and not in person, but
I've never even seen that. I've only ever seen the gems in Steven Universe.
Don't be racist, kids.
Hold on. Wait a second.
Gay marriage is okay, but interracial marriage, no, we don't like that over here.
We can pretend like gay marriage wasn't treated bad or anything at all. We'll completely treat that like it's 100% normal. Interracial.
Little boys are totally accepting of homosexuality, but racist.
But a white person dating a black person.
Whoa!
So what is this? What is his name?
We've talked about it. We posted about it on the secret channel.
There was a stupid fucking Steven Universe moment that Cartoon Network promoted that was like some kid singing, and the kid was literally singing about how black people and white people can't get married.
Yeah.
And then fucking Garnet walks up.
It's just like they put out yesterday or the day before.
And then fucking Garnet walks up and she's like, "Hey kids, don't be racist."
I mean, I can post a thing, but you probably won't watch it. So it's just like some group of little boys are playing on a playground, right? And then two of them start holding hands and like, let's get married one day. Then the third kid who's with them is like, whoa, hold on. He didn't say no homo. He said black people and white people can't get married. So you already lost me there. You're fucking my immersion is shattered.
It's like, yeah, it's like, wait, what?
And then Garnet from Steven Universe shows up and is like, kids, don't be racist. Why are you using that character? That character isn't even black. That's the fucked up part. Like the Ruby and what's the name? Is Sapphire? I know they're based on rocks, but I get them confused sometimes.
Yeah.
The character that makes up fucking Garnet isn't black. They aren't black. So the fact that Garnet is black and they have her play like a stereotypical black woman role is kind of racist. I don't know, dog.
I don't. To be fair, like between this and fucking more coming to light about fucking what was the fucking VTuber's name? The fucking Chinese VTuber.
I don't care.
Between the two of those, like it ain't been a good look these past few days in terms of racial understanding.
Yeah.
They fucking dug more down into that one VTuber who we had mentioned on a previous podcast. They dug more down into her bullshit. And turns out, yeah, she knows exactly what she's doing. There's no reason that anyone in the world can possibly say, maybe she didn't know what she was saying. Even though she was fucking talking about having the black guy go and pick cotton for her.
Yeah, somebody went to Billy and they clipped that part of the screen. So it's just indisputable. She's sitting there with the fucking black dude and she's like, hey everybody, this is my Nichan. And they're like, what? They're like, yeah, my Nigger-chan. Yeah, go pick the cotton.
literally raising up a fucking basket and putting it in his hand and saying, go pick the cotton.
It's just, that's like, yeah, that is so blatantly racist. It just makes you fucking laugh. It's just like, how?
That's funny, dog. Bro, that is funny, man. I can't.
That's extra, dude. It's just like extra fucking...
But fucking Cartoon Network's so busy talking about somehow white people and black people can't get married.
Yeah,
it's
right.
It's like...
Well, you have to remember that they need the China money. They don't need black people money. Come on now.
You know who don't need the China money now is HoloLive, because apparently they just fucking were like, fuck it, we're shutting down HoloLive China.
Kind of based, but they kind of fucking licked China's ass beforehand.
It was like they broke up with China, but like they sort of gave them the fucking.
They gave them the apartment
sex
with the dog in it.
Damn. So they're officially shut down. One of the most popular Chinese VTubers had mentioned it. She just straight up was like, "Yeah, sounds like we're kind of." Unless the fans do anything, they're probably going to have us graduate, which I find that to always be the most creepy sounding thing.
It's fucking crossover jargon from the actual idol industry, which is also pretty bad. Oh, our member is graduating. She got a little too old. She wanted to get married. Excuse me.
Anyway. Jeez. Anyway, I just think it's fucking gross. I'm happy to see that this is... Like, because at this point, I fucking just... any fucking media coming out of China, for the most part, every time I just have to twist and be like, where's the racism in this? Where's the anti-Taiwan in this? Gotta say it at least once a video now. Where's the anti-Taiwan independence in this? Taiwan is a country.
No, you can't say that, Nichan. That's subtle, dude. I feel like they're gonna be a bunch of Chinese people like calling us that one day. It's just trying to be like
somebody pointed out what the N-word for China is. I forget what it was though. Hawk, you mentioned it, didn't you? Before?
No, I mentioned the one for Japan, one that I heard of. I don't know if it's true or not. I think it's like Kujumbo.
What?
I don't know if that's real or not. That's what I heard.
That doesn't sound weird.
Bro, if it was real, that's funny. I start saying that. Hey man, Kujumbo had it. That's funny. I like it. I like it. If somebody called me that, I'd probably get mad though. Even if I'm not sure it's real or not, I'd probably get mad.
All right. You guys ready for the lightning round?
No.
It's time. Well, too bad. So, Konami apparently is upping their copyright for Bloody Roar.
Wow.
Why? No one fucking knows.
I know why. It's for fucking Bloody Roar Pachinko. Y'all niggas ain't y'all act like y'all new to the game.
No. You know what? I think
like
the reason I think the timing is perfect. Furry shit is more popular than ever, more globally accepted. The fighting game market has an open slot available. I think they're gonna try to get back into the business. I think we're gonna look forward to another Bloody War, and it's just gonna be, oh my god, it's gonna have like modern game graphics. Oh no, this could be bad, fellas.
Oh man, fucking Yugo is gonna be in fucking crazy super high HD with all of his fucking fur, and then he's gonna be like fucking super jacked. Don't say it.
If they had a certain shitty fighting game player.
No.
As
Japanese
a
people
character?
don't do that. No, Japanese people don't.
Yes, they
No,
do.
Japanese devs do not do that. No, they don't. Name, give one example. I'll give you a whole minute to give me one example.
Remember how that certain person got into a game that died almost immediately?
Yeah,
after?
but that wasn't a Japanese game. That was a fucking...
No, I know that. I'm bringing up the fucking skeletons that we have been trying to
immediately
bury for
killed
the
the
last
game.
couple of months. For the last few months, been trying to burn the fucking skeleton, burn the bones.
Imagine getting put in a game and then throwing the person who put you in the game out under the bus as soon as possible. Whatever.
Godzilla crossover. I probably should have mentioned this earlier, but Godzilla crossover for Fall Guys. So get those fucking 20 crowns together, kiddos.
Damn, I just spent my crowns on the Sonic crossover, and now there's a Godzilla. Well, Akuma probably cares more about that. I can keep the Sonic costume.
I do want a Godzilla costume. Like, I legitimately want that one, but I also want the night one, and I don't know. Oh, God,
I'll just tell you now, the night one seems to be only paid. It might go up on the store, but the way to guarantee it is to pay.
That's so stupid. So there's also what was happening with SNK and Terry earlier. I say earlier in the week, but it's like, was that literally just yesterday?
It just literally last night. Like, I got a night job, so I was at work and I was checking Twitter, right? And I saw this shit. I'm like, what the fuck? And then just like not even 4 hours later, SNK responded and they're like, whoa. Sorry, we didn't fucking do this. We just exported it. We contracted a company to make an ad for the phone game, right?
It's the same thing that always happens when they try to contact like some fucking devs over in China that they're working with, and they're just like, hey, make something for this King of Fighters thing because we don't have the money to make it anymore.
To be fair, that ad would be pretty effective. I don't know, in some markets. Terry just drive-bys.
Fucking smacking Kula, Blue Mary, and
Thing is, bro. The ad was fine. Okay.
It was kind of cringy. It was like the Mafia City ads.
It was the ad.
It really was.
Game, right? The worst part about it was the quality of the video, right?
What do you mean? Those model qualities are better than King of Fighters 14.
That's debatable, dog.
The original showing, at least.
Listen. I have to make my point, all right? I didn't have a problem with the ad, really, right? I had a problem with the fucking secondaries, the fucking smash bitches coming in there. What is this? Terry would never do this.
Listen. Let me say. It was kind of out of character for Terry to fall off the bike. I'm just saying,
okay,
bro.
I'll agree with that. But that's not what these fucking retards were complaining. That's not what these retards was complaining about. You already know that these niggas probably came from Smash. That was the only time they even tried to give a fuck about Terry Bogard or anything involving SNK. And they think they fucking know something. See, that's why I say Maybe you should start gatekeeping your communities. Maybe you start
Oh my
shitting on these little niggas who don't
I
know
mean,
what the fuck they
I'm
talking
sick of
about,
this
bro.
fucking. Personally, I'm sick of this joke of like, oh, Ryu, Dante don't know what sex is. Haha. Well, Dante clearly knows what sex is. It's debatable whether or not he gets to do it.
It's not debatable. You think ladies letting him hit that? If he's hitting it with Trish, we might have a problem.
You got some other problems. You take care.
Yeah, that's something else. Let's see what else is there. No More Heroes 1 and 2 are being ported to the Switch, which that was something that had been thought of for a while. Go and play those games. I hope that they fixed the frame rate for No More Heroes 1.
Haha, no.
That's all I can say. I just hope that they fixed the frame rate for No More Heroes 1. They also showed a little bit more of No More Heroes 3, and looks fucking good. I'm a huge No More Hero fan.
It turns out that there were heroes left. They're just aliens.
Just only left in outer space. Let's see.
Oh, here's one. You guys probably didn't notice it. It happened it happened last week. There was a bug on GameStop's website where people were able to like buy games for free. Like there was the whole Animal Crossing Switch. What do you call that? Where it comes, the console came with the game. I forget what the name is. Like the bundle. Yeah, the bundle.
Yeah.
Where for some reason it was only costing the price of the original Switch, and the game was completely free. And it's just like, what the fuck? What's going on? And then people were like, hold on, the game is just free right now if you buy it online. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's just another nail in the fucking coffin that is GameStop.
No, you shouldn't be wishing that GameStop fails now that Reggie is the CEO, right?
No, Reggie can just get his fucking severance package and fucking ride off into the sunset. I don't give a fuck.
From what I've understood, he's actually been legitimately trying to turn that company around. And who knows? Maybe he'll be able to do it. Maybe he'll be able to pull a miracle off.
Hopefully. There's also Tales of Luminaria, which was registered by Namco Bandai in English and Japanese, which I
What about, where's the other Tales game? Where is that?
I don't know, okay? I want to know so bad. I want to know so fucking bad, man.
You remember that period in like from 2011 till like 2015 where there was a new Tales game almost every year? Man, that feels like so long ago.
That, like, honestly, I really don't even know. Like, there was Tales of Arise. That's the one that's supposed to be coming out.
Where is it? Where the fuck is it? I know there's Corona, but come on.
That's exactly the thing. They mentioned that's why the game got pushed back, but there hasn't been a trailer for the fucking game.
And they're already,
I think, in over a year, it feels like.
They're already gonna start on a new one, or like at least register the fucking copyrights.
I don't know.
That's kind of bad. I feel like they might cancel the Rise.
No. They could not. There's too much already put into that. I'm assuming that the game is just about done, but things have been slowed down because, much like with Nintendo, Namco probably isn't prepared to be working with their users from home. Mm-hmm. So I'm guessing that's really fucking up a lot of stuff. Even though Japan's getting back on track when it comes to working in offices, which can't wait for that to fucking blow up in their faces. I was actually going to bring this up because, we brought up JRPGs. I finally got around to completing, after 13 fucking years, literally 13 years, I finally completed Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky first chapter.
Wow, now you got 7 more to go, some of which aren't translated.
And you know how fucking, NIS and Falcom are like, yeah, you guys can just jump in at any time. Jump in at Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 3.
Yeah, bullshit.
Just from the way that Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky second chapter starts, no. Do not do that.
Absolute bullshit.
If you're looking to get into this franchise, I will tell you right now. Number one, go and play Trails of the Sky if you can. There's a lot of different ways. It's out on Steam. It's not really hard to track down. If you can play that game, play it. Because I quite, like, at the point, playing all the way through that, I think, and I said this to Hawk the other day, this may be a bit overreach because I don't know how it ends up. I think Estelle might be one of the best, if not the best, female JRPG protagonist.
I mean, that's a thin category, or that's not many nominees in there. Aside, well, actually, you know what? That sounds like an interesting video. Maybe we should make that and, like, debate it.
And discuss it, because, like, offhand, the ones that come to my mind are, like, Shion from Xenosaga,
Right.
or Velvet from Berseria.
Yeah.
And technically, if you want to argue that, like, some JRPGs that have, like, the stand-in main character, you know, like, the creative character main character, then they have the female who always helps them out. Like,
Right.
you can argue technically Elma is a main character from Chronicles X. But I guess that's something we'd have to discuss more at another time.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that Trails in the Sky, first one, fucking, it's so good. It's put together really well. All of the story beats, despite being a little
Dated?
Dated. They've aged a bit. Mostly because, like, you know, everybody else who played that game probably grew up and made games and referenced those. Despite the fact that those have aged a bit, I still think that they're very strong. I feel that they are very, very strong. What's the last story that we have here, Mr. Bancho Gateau?
It's just... I don't think none of us certainly have actually been watching the Batwoman show. Oh my god, I just remembered the trailer. Yes, on the CW.
You don't remember that?
There was that trailer was so bad, and then
being very
right, and then the original lead actress just fucking quits. She decides not to come back for a next season. So we're like, shit. Instead of canceling the show, they decided to recast her. So they got this black woman, this one of the names that Hawkwind was mentioned at the start of it. Yeah, Javicia Leslie. And then they're like, well, you know what? Let's redesign the Batwoman suit. But we want to make it kind of obvious that it's a woman of color behind the Batwoman. It's like, you want to make it what about this thing called, like, secret identities? Hello? It's not like Superman where she could just take off her glasses. Your hair is very recognizable, not to mention your skin tone. I don't know. And her cowl doesn't even cover up the bottom of her face or her eyes that well. So literally anybody who sees her would know who it is, like, just by looking at it. It's like a Halloween costume.
It's the kind of shit where it's like it's like they thought of the design and they were like, yes, this is so cool, this looks great, and then somebody in the back was like, but that's not practical at all, and they just didn't actually say anything. They just walked away.
You should have gave up, man. I'm gonna be honest with the whole CW real life superhero DC superhero series. Only like 2 of them are any good, and only
that's like 2 out of 8.
Yes,
isn't it?
yes. Because you have Flash, you have Arrow, Green Arrow, you have the Legend of the fucking whatever, I don't know. You got Black Lightning. Now you have Batwoman. You have Supergirl, and like only Black Lightning, and arguably the beginning of Arrow were any good, and all the rest of that shit is trash.
God, I remember those fucking Supergirl trailers. The fucking Supergirl trailers were fucking disgusting.
Like, it just looks like Devil Wears Prada.
Yes. It was literally just Devil Wears Prada, but with fucking superheroes. Not even interesting superheroes. Who the fuck out there cares about Supergirl? Aside from the guys who want to jerk off to Power Girl, let's be honest.
I mean, Power Girl is more interesting.
That's me.
Than Supergirl. I'm just saying. Except the fucking DC animated universe Supergirl with that super tight fucking skirt. Yeah, we in there. It would be hard to get in there, but we in there.
No. I fucking just I remember all of those animated DC animate not animated DC live action ones. It's like
Right.
they are so far down on the fucking chopping block. It's like those, then the DC movies, which, by the way, did you guys hear what the fucking Snyder Cut is going to be?
No, what?
It's going to be a 4-part, 4-hour movie.
That makes sense. To be
divided
honest,
into 4 episodes.
Yeah, gross. That's not, no. Well, they're releasing it directly on streaming. It's kind of like watching the fucking director's cut of the fucking Lord of the Rings movies. You gotta have like a big ass chunk of fucking free time and a fucking toilet at standby.
Just keep the piss bottles over there, bro.
Yeah. I do want to watch the Snyder Cut though.
So what was the big deal about the Snyder Cut? I always
That was the original director. He was the original director, and then he was going to be like dark and edgy or whatever. And the people were like, no. Some execs were like, no, fuck that. We need to compete with Marvel, even though DC has never been able to compete with Marvel in live action movies. So
it's not just that; it's due to some very unfortunate things that happened where his daughter actually committed suicide.
Well, yeah, but
and he had to stay on. At that point he didn't want to continue working for obvious reasons.
Yeah, but when they were screening it or whatever at that point, what he left off, they were like, no, this won't be able to compete with Avengers, because they were rushing through this whole DC cinematic universe in the first place to do the crossover. So they're like, fuck it, let's get Joss Whedon in here.
Yeah, Joss Whedon always gets the best work done when it comes to things involving people of color and women, doesn't he?
But no. And then if any of you seen the Justice League movie, just know it's a fucking clown fiesta. The only fun part is with the Flash and Batman interacting, but when they're actually doing anything, it's just ugh.
Yeah, it's like, how do you make Jason Momoa not interesting?
It's more interesting in his own movie, I guess.
Yeah, he was infinitely more interesting in fucking Aquaman because he was a big dumb idiot. But in the fucking fucking Justice League, it was just boring. Everyone was so fucking boring in that. It was like the most watered down versions of all of those fucking characters. And then they had that one scene where Batman was so happy to see Superman. He's like, he's back. And he's just smiling in his fucking weird bat face.
Out of character. And also,
it's fucking Batman,
Henry
guys.
Cavill, instead of just begging him to fucking cut his mustache off, they're like, oh no, we'll just CG it off. It will look fine. Jeez. Or you could have just went with a bearded look. You could have, like in Death of Superman, where he has the beard. Jesus. I hate Joss Whedon so much.
It was probably one of the worst decisions ever, because that's literally the only thing people remember about that movie most of the time. Like, they always just remember Henry Cavill's weird CG lips?
I think that they should have, well, this might be off topic, but I think that they need to do something with Superman, because how do you fuck up Superman? Like, that's supposed to be like the main guy, right? So
yeah,
I don't understand how Superman hadn't had a good movie. And how long has it been? Like 40 years?
Technically, some people would argue he hasn't had a good movie since
the 40s or the 50s or the 60s.
Christopher Reeve.
Yeah, Christopher Reeve, Superman. Superman has not had any good movies at all.
Well,
in live action,
not live action. Yeah, cause,
yes.
The animated
which one was it?
movie.
The animated movie where he was fighting against Doomsday.
Yes,
that was Kino.
all of them.
I actually also like the Superman movie, Rise of the Supermen.
Yes,
one with the younger Superman and stuff. I actually like that, even though the idea of a mini Superman made with the DNA of Lex Luthor and Superman is.
My two dads hate each other. Dear journal. Dear diary.
Kind of weird. Like, just a little weird, you know?
That's how it was in the comics.
Oh, also, did you guys know? Since we're having problems with it too, since we're having problems with YouTube, you'll understand. I'll explain it during the video. You'll hear about it. But guess who else is having problems with YouTube right now?
Oh.
Fucking Nintendo. The Nintendo
funny.
Direct they uploaded earlier got DMCA'd.
That's very humorous.
Fuck
Man,
you.
I hate YouTube, though. No, cut that out.
No. Wait, somebody's knocking at the door. Oh shit, it's YouTube. Close the podcast, quick.
Alright, guys. Any last words? I mean, last comments? Haha.
Keep an eye out.
And, well, I guess you're just going to be rude and talk over me.
Yes.
Jesus fucking Christ. Come on, wrap it up.
Okay, anyway, we're going to have some content coming out. Make sure you keep your eyes peeled for that. Make sure you watch it all the way to the end. Make sure you go out and purchase your copy of Pacific Rim 1 and tell them that you want another movie that's like that, but better, and that it erases the second movie from the canon because it sucks and John Boyega is a bitch. And I think that's about it, guys, right?
How about you, Akuma? You got anything you're working on?
Yeah, just editing videos. Keep an eye out, hopefully, within the next few days. Well, it'll probably be up around the same time that this goes up, that we will have out some spooky, scary skeletons for our videos. Hopefully some of those will end up coming out. And maybe if I can finally find some free time, I'll be able to edit together the last few sink or swims that we have coming out, because this season of anime is fucking stacked.
Right.
With trash.
And as far as my stuff goes, I'm going to be producing a new solo playthrough over on my channel very soon. I don't know how soon after this goes up, but look forward to that. The game is a surprise for everyone, including me.
This is exclusive.
Yes,
Even we don't know about this. Wow.
Ooh. Look forward to it. Subscribe to this channel. Click the little bell. Most of you watching aren't subscribed to us, so you need to subscribe so that we can enslave you.
Did you know that 35% of our viewers
are
subscribed
not
to the
subscribed?
channel?
But you watch us so much, you should just subscribe.
Well, hold on.
And tell your friends.
Isn't releasing YouTube analytics?
No, only if you say Taiwan. Goodbye, everybody.